Hello, I am back on again for more OBS shenanigans and setups and bits and pieces. Um, this is my second stream, so as part of this, I'm still going through actually getting everything set up and showing people how to do a bunch of things. Just some features of OBS, how to do some multi-streaming I'll show you later on. And hopefully I have a little chat widget I've been working on. If I get through my first request, which is from Crafty. Hello, Crafty. Hi, Teagues. So yeah, Shaky, welcome in for my second stream. Basically, yeah, I'm doing a lot of explaining how things work behind the scenes, showing off some of the features of different plugins, different tools that streamers use. So the other day we were playing around with the adding commands in StreamerBot and things. I show my little, where's my little fix me one? Actually share my screen in a moment as well. I might have even deleted it. Very just want to confirm the audio is fine. I've got music playing, so hopefully that's not too loud. If it is, I will drop it down a bit more. Anyway, so today I'll share my screen and just make sure that all of these are working. Desktop, there we go. So I'm working on a redeem for Crafty that will use these three elements. There's actually a blanked out one of this as well, but I want to make something that pops down. Oh yeah. Look, apparently if you live in the same house, I've got to make you a mod, so I I just went with what I was told there. But we'll see how it goes. Maybe it'll be like there can be only one situation where we have one mod every stream, and the last one gets kicked out, and new one gets promoted. You can't see the elements. What are you talking about? Do you want me to zoom in on this? So Crafty actually made this graphic because it's going to be something that'll be used on her stream. Oh, sorry, I forgot to change over to... Yep, okay, I see why. There we go. I just realized in studio mode, if I make a change to the sources there, it doesn't actually reflect in the main one. So anyway. So we have a Polaroid camera, a Polaroid photo, and a mask. And I'll just hide that again for a second because I've got to open one more that I forgot about. There we go. And we have a cutout version of this. Oh, hello, Techno. Oh, thank you for following. I should have done that thing where I like post in all of the discords I'm in, like, hey, I'm live, but I don't know. It feels spammy to me, and that's fine. I'm sure people, if they like it, and the streamers that want to know about these things will come in and check them out themselves. So over here in OBS, which I'm going to pull up, we have all but one of the images loaded in already. Pull that up as well. Pull this up here. So you're going to see some weird stuff. I'm going to put on studio mode so I can look at different places. I was showing Teagley and a couple of guys the other day. If you're somewhat familiar with OBS, there's a little button down here that says studio mode, and in studio mode on the right hand side is what you're currently showing. On the left-hand side is what you can flip to. So if you're trying to test anything out, or if you're streaming but you don't necessarily want to show something straight away, you need to make sure it's working correctly before you actually live stream it out to everyone, you can switch to studio mode. At the moment, I'm sharing my whole desktop here. I can share just individual applications and things as well, which is sometimes easier. I think there is a way to share a portion of my screen as well. I haven't set that up just yet, but maybe we'll get to that later. On the other side of things, then you can see I've got StreamerBot here as well, and we've been working on a couple of different items, how to perform different functions using commands, so like the lurk command, test command, a couple of different bits and pieces. So right now, I think the only one of those that is active is the viewer commands and stuff. You could, Crafty, you could put it on the bottom of the photo itself, so long as you keep it the same size. Yeah, Shaky. I go through a whole process beforehand where I close down all the work stuff that I have. So I am still adjusting some of the audio levels and things, and just making sure that that is all looking good. But feel free to add any feedback along the way. Definitely work the work tabs. No, I've got 4 monitors. I can hide them somewhere. Okay, so I think obviously all of you have been in Crafty's channel. You've seen the ticket redeems that come down for at the moment follows, subscribe, and cheers. I wanted to do something a little bit fancier that's sort of more in line with Crafty's theme, because the tickets are actually the work of another actually guy who streams on both YouTube and Twitch, and I have his details up here as well because I wanted to give them a shout out. Gale Level is the name of the YouTube guy. I just pasted his name in here. I am pretty sure he's also on Twitch, so I might as well give him a shout out because yeah, he created all the graphics and the tutorial for the card redeem. Sorry, the ticket redeem. And I will put that in here. Where is it? Just pulling it up on my other window so I can show you all. Here we go. So for anyone who wanted to find that one, here is the YouTube video explaining how that works. And he makes very good use of a function called move source in OBS, which I believe is actually brought in by a plugin. But I can give more info about that separate to the stream because there's a whole bunch of things to do with plugins and add-ons and things like that. Anyway, he is on Twitch, so I'll just give him a shout out. So what are we doing here? Okay, so I've got the switch to the streaming view. There you go. This is going to be a little bit of streamception for a moment. The Polaroid. Here, why aren't we showing it? We've got those two. In fact, I think a better way to do this might be I'll switch to Studio. Yeah, so OBS processes it all locally. StreamerBot basically pulls in the event from, well, I can show you a little bit here. So here we go. This is a look at StreamerBot. So StreamerBot shows who is viewing at the moment. it also shows, here are the actions. So for example, I have a pop viewer count here. Whenever someone types !viewers, I am triggering an item in OBS. So I'll do that myself just now. You can see, there we go. Wisebot also responds to that. So that is something that I added in just the other day. So what I want this one to do is, this is going to be a new follower item. So here you see in StreamerBot, we've already got an item that says new follower, and it's got a bunch of things to do here. There's a trigger here that is when the Twitch channel gets a follow, that's what triggers this event. What I'm going to do when that happens is I'm going to show the camera. I'm going to move the camera down from the top of the screen. I'm going to load the photo and the person's profile picture, and I'm going to then spool the photo out as if it's like coming out of the Polaroid and slowly fade in the photo over about a second. So it'll be a lot of different actions all happening one after the other. So what I'm going to do just for now, I'll leave my new follower item here, but I'm going to add new follower custom. So this is the one we're working on today, and it is also going to be triggered via a Twitch channel follow. So what I'll do here, just so we know it's working, where is it? Core. There is an item here that can give you a pop-up. So you So what you'll see, because I'm capturing my whole screen, when I test this, actually I think it's hidden behind my little icon. So I'm gonna hide my little dude for a second. Hide that. I'll try it again. Test trigger. There you go. So you see a little pop-up notification, which if I was capturing a... Ah, yeah, there can be a little flash. It's we're not going to flashbang people, but you could do something similar to that. You could have the camera come down, you could have a glow effect applied, and then you can scroll it out. So part of the reason of doing this is to show people, like, it's the limit to these things is what you can imagine. There's so many different things you can do. There's so many plugins that allow you to do visualizations of music, 3D effects, put weird masks on things so you can sort of cut out anything you want. Oh yeah, it's realistically what you want to do. Ask me how to do it, and with any luck, you'll get featured in one of these streams, and at the end of it, you'll have a guide to how to do that whole thing. All right. Anyway, stop adding things to the list, Crafty. I've got a big list for you already. So. Okay, so we've got the camera items here. I'm just going to move StreamerBot off to the side for the moment because we don't actually need it. What we're focusing on is this part down here. I'm going to show my little man back up again. Let me just hide for a second. I'm going to delete and rename the 3 of these. Just hiding because I am aware that if I'm just showing all of my files and other things, there is work stuff in there as well. So I'm going to call this one cam1. Polaroid. You could spell Polaroid correctly. Add that in. You guys should be able to see that. And definitely going to have to make that smaller. So let's go to about this size maybe. Let's add the cam. We want the actual photo. Oh, look, Shaky. If you want photos of me, like I'll share it on the other site. So, I want to make this roughly the size of that. Oops. I will lock that panel. There we go. Just try this. That looks about right for the size. And I'm going to add... I'm going to add one more, which will be the blank one. Because it actually needs to be behind. Right. Exclamation mark setup. Sorry, what do you mean by that? Background. Size this one to the same as the other one. What is the other one? Doesn't give me a size. Okay, let's just move you up in the corner. Oh, good. Oh, yeah, good point. I'll put that on my setup. PC specs. I'll make sure to put that Crafty has stolen my graphics card, so it's not as good as it would normally be. Okay, so I need to put the BG one behind, need to put the photo one in front, and I do actually, I'm just going to show you the desktop here again for a second, because what I want to do is create a new one of these, where I have cut out all but the bottom section. Teagley's going to say that I should do this in Photoshop or something, because it would be much better to do it in Photoshop or something, but, you know, I'm a man with simple technological requirements, so I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to make that red so it's different to the other one. This is how not to Photoshop things 101. Because then you see, leave all the leftover bits. Okay. That should be good for what we need. Let me just save that and load it in. I was going to do the other way, Crafty. So actually, wait. I think I see what you're getting at. Hi, senpai. Hi, Wiki. Okay. So we're taking this. It's coming out through there. So I need. Yeah, actually, you're right. I do need the top section. So that's fine. Let's just take this. Why does it select everything before it's... okay, let's just do this instead. Select that. Invert. Okay, now I've got that. I come over here and I will... Yeah, see, this is what Crusher did Photoshop badly. I wish I could have kept that selection, but anyway. That's right, I'll just start over. And this time I will do it with a separate layer, because that actually probably makes more sense. Solid color. Okay. Yeah, yeah. We can do it. We can do a Photoshop tutorial. To be fair, I've used a little bit of Photoshop before. I hate the idea of paying for it, and I've been using this for many years to do dumb things. So it's like, well, why not? So anyway, so if I take, highlight that, go into here, go delete this layer. Okay, now I've got that. I'm just going to unhide for a second. We'll show you. So, Polaroid camera bottom. I'm going to load that one in as well. Image cam. Okay. I'm using paint.net, Senpai. Senpai, since you changed your Twitch name, do you mind being called Senpai, or would you prefer us to call you Simpatico? I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced now. Or I feel like Simp feels like I'm being rude, but if you prefer to be called Simp, I can do that too. So I want to basically, those ones are the same size now. Senpai, cool. Okay, those are lined up now. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to share the desktop again. Now you're going to see down here, I've got all these items. I want to basically select all of these and group them together. So the idea is that if I move this now, they all move as one unit. So I can still come in here, move the photo and things like that, and you can see, oh look, the photo does the little thing. It's sliding underneath. Put that back over there. Actually, I'll put it here by default because we might need to turn this slightly as well. Is it gonna show out the side? Maybe. Let's just turn it a little bit. Oh. So as you can see, if I'm selecting the group, it moves the whole thing. Right. That there, photo background. And there is actually a option in here. You can go into edit transform and you can see the rotation. So you can set the size. If you're not being lazy like me, you can manually go through and actually set everything exactly as it should be. I change this to -10. Did I just say that was -100? Yes, I did. Okay, let's go back there and let's take note of what the sizes are this time. There's a shortcut for this as well, which is Control E, and I should get used to using that. So size 350 by 350. There you go, Control E, 350 by 350. And position, let's just move them together for the moment. 264, 192. Do the same thing here. 264, 192. Okay, so now they're perfectly overlaid. And if I select both of them, I should be able to move them together here. So there you go. You can see it's going to come out. So the cool thing is I can actually twist it as I pull it out. But for the starting point, I want to just basically keep it here. As much hidden behind the thing as I can. and I can actually hide those as well. So let's move this whole thing here where it's going to be. Just to make it a little bit easier to see. Can I turn off the background? No, that's fine. Sorry, I'm just saying here, criticism, shouldn't you be doing it the not lazy way during a tutorial? Well, yeah, like, so I'm still learning some of these things as well. As I find new things, I'm adding them into my understanding. Initially, I want to show people how to get there. I don't just want to say, hey, just hit Control E. I'll actually show you, hey, you can go to the transform here. You can use a bunch of the commands to rotate things by 90 degrees, or you can automatically fit to screen or stretch or things like that. In the last stream that I did, I was showing everyone how this display capture, you can actually have a output source scale. So you see here, I've got it set to center, which is why there's a bar down the left and the right, because the ratio of my screen is slightly different to what the ratio of the stream that I'm sending. So I've just got it to scale to inner bounds. If I show a different application or something, even something that is in vertical mode or whatever, it's just going to scale it so that it shows up here instead. Do that. Let's lock that while I'm here. Hey, Lost. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so we've got Polaroid camera, we've got the photo, we've got the background, and we've got the little overlay section that goes underneath. So obviously the order of those is important because we don't want the photo to show up on top. Right. The next thing we need to do is we need to add one more item, which is going to be the browser source, and that's going to be a profile picture. So we'll call it cam profile pic. This is where things start getting fancy. No, so you can tell it to retain the ratio. You can tell it to stretch, or you can tell it to scale. So either option will work. So let's drag this down into here. I'm just going to hide this for a moment because I want to get this at roughly the same. And squeeze this in. Basically, you want the profile picture to show up about there. I'm going to turn my desktop up for a second because, oh, actually, I'll get to the point first. Filters. So I'm now creating I'm adding a mask for this because I want it to be masked off as if it were part of the photo. I could also show it behind this one, I think. I could do that and move them as a group. Yeah, let's make it easier. We can talk about masks later. So the next question is, can redeem. Because I want to move these all together, what I might do is create a new group. So let's move the Polaroid, the background, the profile picture, and yeah, this is going to take them all out of the group for the moment. I should have thought this through better. That's right. Move that for now. Okay, so we've got the overlay. We've got the profile picture, which will go behind the background. Other way around. Picture. Okay, let's turn off the camera. There we go. So we've got the photo overlay, we've got the profile picture, and then we've got the background image, which is just a blank version. So I'm going to group these three. That's one thing with OBS. You can't have the same name on sources, scenes, groups, etc. They all have to be uniquely named. As you can see, I tend to try and name things with like prefix explaining what they are. And I said this last time that the reason I do that is because when you're referencing these in something like StreamerBot, it can be very confusing, especially if you have multiple sources with similar names across different scenes. So a lot of mine are either copied, they're duplicates of each other that are referenced in different scenes. So you just have one item that appears in multiple scenes, or they are named by the type they are as well. Because in StreamerBot, you don't see the little icon or anything next to them. You can just see, oh, this is a source that's called Cam Polaroid, or this is a source that's called Sonar Media. It doesn't tell you what it is. Okay, so let's get to the fancy stuff. So if I go into here, Cam Photo Group, that one out, and I wanted this one in. There we go. So if we turn off those two, now we've got the photo. It's kind of very trippy effect when it disappears off all of them a millisecond later. I want to apply a move source action to this. So this is where it can get a little bit frustrating with working with OBS because of the way that the sources are shown. If I drag this outside of the window here, it's sort of difficult to see it there. If I drag it off to the side, I can still access it here. If I drag it off to the top, it's going to be a little bit difficult to get to, but I can still see it there. I can still select it by clicking on this and then moving it down. So I'm going to call this, let's rename photo origin. So whenever the photo is not in use, it's going to hide up there. And I'm going to get transform. There's going to be the minimum duration on this, which I believe is, oh, actually I can do a 0 duration. That's fine. It used to be like 10 milliseconds or something. And I want to make sure it is hidden. So hide at start of the movement. And I'll do that. Okay, I'm going to make another one. And I'm going to call that one photo slide position 1. Okay, so when I bring the camera out, the camera is going to be somewhere here. So the photo is going to be hidden behind it initially. With this transform, I get the position of it again, and I'm still not showing it just yet. I still want this to take no time though. So I'll come to here, and now I'm going to go add a third one. Photo slide pos 2. So here's the one where it's actually going to slide out of the camera. This one, let's make it take a second just initially. We want to, let's add a second of delay onto the end of it where it's not doing anything. And I'm going to move it down here. Let's just show the camera for a second. Move the camera to about there. Both of those together. Photo group. I want this to, I'm gonna have to do it to all of these, but that's all right. Photo background, photo background. Okay, so I want it to slide out to here. I want it to tilt slightly as it comes out. And I'm going to move it up so that you can see it actually coming out of the camera now. Okay, so that's the end position. I'm going to get transform for that. And it's going to stop when it's there. Okay, so what I've now done, if I click to show this first filter, or this move action, it's going to move the photo background, which will hide the others for a moment. It moves it up the top. When I click the second one, it's actually moved it down behind the camera. And on the third one, I forgot to set the show. Show at start of movement. There we go. Okay. So let's move it back up the top. Let's go to the second one. And I want to set visibility, hide at start of movement. Photo background one, I must have forgotten. I moved it down too far, that's why. Let's show all these and move them together, shall we? So I'm gonna move it back up here. Twist it around a little bit. Had it at 10 degrees, so let's check that. Okay. Get transform for that one. Okay. What I'll do at the moment, I'm just going to show all of them so you can see through the whole process. No change, no change, no change. Okay, so the background is showing. This will move it up to the top. Move it down to there. Moved it down, but it didn't move it down to the place that we wanted it at. Hi, Em. We are making a redeem and troubleshooting things at the same time because I'm still new to showing people this, and normally I just do it a bunch of times really wrong myself. Right. Okay, photo origin, let's just start with this. So there's our background one. Let's move it up here off screen. Get transform, there's a position for it. Position one, let's move it down behind this. Get transform. Position two, let's move it down to here. Rotate it to where we want. And get transform. Okay, so what should happen now? There we go. Now it's up above. Now it's behind the thing. Now it slides out. So the way that it slides out, you can adjust how fast it does that. You can adjust the rotation. You can break it up into multiple parts. But the idea is you obviously want a sort of smooth transition on that. So let's change it to 1,500 milliseconds, so second and a half. Comes out a little bit slower. You basically repeat this until you're happy with it. There is also a bunch of functions here on how the easing or the movement works. Essentially, this is just using different formulas to determine if it's just moving at a linear speed or if it's doing a sort of logarithmic speed where it's speeding up or slowing down from the start towards the end. So there is a website that will actually show you a lot of those. Let me just pull Brave up over here. And I'll put the website in the chat as well. Using function examples. Where is it? Here we go. Pull this over for you guys to see. So you can see how the easing functions work. For any of you that don't want to do maths, just go through and try a couple of them. It's essentially how the animation is going to apply. So yesterday when we were testing the fix me command, and I was getting Teagley to use that, you could see there was a bounce command. Now you can have a bounce in and a bounce out. Essentially they're inverted of each other. If I come back here and do the same thing to this one and apply the bounce command, you'll see the process is going to be, applied it to the wrong one. Anyway, let's go to this one. Let's go to bounce, move it back there. Now I apply the bounce command and you can see it's, let's do ease out so you can see that more clearly. Here you go. Should see a sort of bounce like it's hitting a wall or it's hitting the ground or something. MK Crafty actually made the camera and the photos for this, so it's a little item for her stream. And thank you for the follow, by the way. What did I miss? Okay, so I'm going to turn off the bounce because I don't want it to do that. I just want to, let's try a circular one. Oh, and I want it to ease in. So that means it'll come out slowly, it'll speed up, and then it'll slow down at the end if I do ease in and out. I keep forgetting to apply it to the right one. Go back to cubic. There we go. Raise it to 2 seconds. I'll leave a second delay. And let's go. What do you want? Those are going to take no time at all. This is going to take a total of 3 seconds. Well, 2 seconds plus the 1 second delay. I'm going to add another, I'm going to make this a 3 second delay here. So that way it will stay there for a moment. Okay, let's just do 5. So, and then what I can do is at the end of this, I can say next move, photo origin. So this tells it after these are finished, go back to the starting position up here, which moves it off screen. What I can do with this one is the same thing. As soon as I flag photo slide pos 1, this move action to take effect, it's going to then trigger, it's going to move the photo behind the camera and it's going to trigger the next one. So if I go slide pos 2, now instead of having to switch between these two, if I hit number 1, you see it immediately moves it behind the camera and then starts sliding it down. All right. All right. Okay, so we've got the basics of the move command there. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to duplicate this and I'm going to do, well, actually, I will rename these ones because this is the background image that I'm moving. Photo BG slide pos 2. Okay, so those are all set. I'm going to duplicate this now and do the same thing for the profile picture and the actual photo itself. Photo origin. Yeah, you can see my little test is still coming up here as well. I'm going to duplicate this. Okay, so what I want to do on these ones is I just need to change the source. Interestingly, OBS has stopped showing me the source. Oh, it's because they're all ones that are assigned to this specific image. That would be why. Okay, let's open up the photo filters. Let's open up the background filters. And where have they gone? Ah, it's because they're all in the photo group. Okay, now I can put these all back in the photo group, so that's all right. Let's do that now then, actually. Make it easier for myself. So I'm going to move the background image back into here. I'm going to move the photo back into here. And I'm going to move the profile picture back into here. So if I apply this now, I still do need to duplicate it for each of them. Ah, well, that's all right. These are the bits that I get to cut out of the video later on when I put it up on TikTok and make myself look really, really quick at this. Okay, so this one's going to apply to the photo. You can all take a moment to grab a drink, go pee, whatever else you need to do. Cam photo, cam photo, cam photo. And I'm going to duplicate it once more for the photo profile. Duplicate, profile. Profile. Hi Abs, how's it going? Okay, profile picture, profile picture, profile picture. Now, for any one of those, what we should be able to do now is pick the individual item and profile picture, which are all showing now. Out. Cubic, backyard, cubic, fine. Profile picture, yeah, that's fine. Photo background, photo background, photo background. Yeah, no water command. I mean, I can add one very quickly. I mean, that's I'm gonna let myself get distracted. It's gonna happen a lot, so let's just do it now. So over here in StreamerBot, let's just make it full screen for a moment. You have viewers, actions. These are triggered actions. You also have commands. If I do a command here, I can call it whatever I want. Water command, and I can put a Danish one in for wiki. MK, I don't know what the the word for water is for you, but let's put a 300-second cooldown on it, so people can't just spam it. Come over here to actions, and someone made mention of this the other day. You can use Stream Elements. You can use other services to do similar things to this. Oh, there we go. It's with a W. You can use all those to this, but obviously the level of customization is much less. So let's go into here. Let's go stream action. So I just want to add another one. Water command. I like to group my things here. These are buttons that I use on my Stream Deck, which is just running on my phone, actually. These are event-based, so that when people follow, in the custom one that we're working on now, these are other ones, like commands in chat. They'll eventually be redeems and things like that as well when I have access to those. And then time-based action, so something that needs to update every minute or 5 minutes or whatever. The water command here, I'm going to come into here and go core, go into command, and I go command triggered. So if the water command is triggered, do the following. What I want to do is Twitch, there should be an option for get user info for target or user. So this will grab the info, a whole bunch of variables about the person that redeemed this. With those variables, you can then write your command. So in this case, I'm only really concerned about the username. So I'm going to come into here, go Twitch, and I want to chat, send a message to channel. And you can pick the preferred account. I don't have a bot account, I'm just using the same one, so that's fine. Let's set to broadcaster. Here you can put in your variable. And if you want to know what all those variables are, they're all on the StreamerBot wiki. Oops. You can see there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. It's basically all of the information you can pull in from any given command. That's right. I won't go into that for now, though. Yeah, technically you did. So right now, I'm not going to do a random one just yet. I'm just do a simple one. All we're doing is when the command is triggered, we're adding the info from the person who triggered it. We're putting their name in there and sending a text command. But Wiki, now that you're here, would you like to do the honors? And the honors being just type in exclamation mark water or yeah, there you go. There you go. So that is a very easy way to run a command from there. You can also do other things like, yeah, someone page wiki and tell her to drink up. You can put other stuff in the text here. You could create something to randomize it. You could add your Twitch emotes and things like that in here as well. It's up to you how you want to do that. I actually don't have any water here at the moment. I have, and also you're not going to hear my lovely water ASMR because I filter out some of the noises from my microphone. Right now, I have half a cup of iced coffee that I started drinking this morning. Oh my god, what have you done, Wiki? Crafty just delivered a full bottle of water, which I feel like I'm deserving of given the number of times I've dropped off a bottle of water. Yeah. I have iced coffee and later on I have a peppy just because, you know, there's a surplus of them in this house. So, I'm just curious now. I'm sure there is a random command in here somewhere as well. But it's going to be random. Yeah, so I have to put a list of like potential responses, and then actually let's just do this. Get random number between 0 and 1. Between? Let's see. if I do this and I put random number, let's try this. So I'll put that in there as well. If you want to test this and there's no one in chat or you're not streaming, whatever, you can still trigger it just by running test trigger here. And you can see it just picks a random username to assign to the thing. So I got a 1 there. Let's just try it again. 1. Maybe if it's between 0 and 1, I actually need to do 0 and 2. I'm going to spam this a couple of times more. Oh no, we did get a 0. Okay. Cool. Let's just change this back to 0 and 1. So now we can add an if command. Come back to logic. Variable. Random number equals, let's say if it equals 0, we do action. Ooh, I have to add it in as an actual action. So let's save that for the moment. Okay. Let's add. Question is it going to persist our user variable across? Me drink. Let's call this one. Add another one called you drink. Okay, in me drink, we're just going to send a message to Twitch saying up. There we go. And for you drink, let's see if we can do this. Chat, send message to channel. You user make a drink. Okay, so we can now attach these. Let's go to the water command. Let's go to the if-else statement. If the value is 0, we're going to run me drink. If the value is not 0, which in this case is going to be 1, we're going to run you drink. Hit OK. I'm just going to disable this command because we don't want that one to be sent. And we're going to try water again. And it probably hasn't been 300 seconds. So, oh, actually what I will do, I will just strip this out so it shows the number. And I will re-enable that. Crusher, did you tell Bryn I was kind of intense? I did say that you were very invested in all of our streams and lives, and I appreciate that attention to detail. Let's test this. Oh, there we go. So 1, and yeah, we. Okay, I'm adding a tangent option as well. Get back on task, Crusher. Maybe that's worse. Yeah, I don't think Seriobot and water would be a very good combination. So what we want to try, we want to do this a couple of times. There we go. So we got 1 for Seriobot and we got 1 for me. So I'm going to hide this this message now. So anytime you guys send water, it's going to run one of those. And let me, just because I like sorting these differently, I'm going to actually call this Z script triggered. I'll do the same for the other one. I like ordering my things, and sometimes that means putting a random character in front. So I did not say unhinged. You guys are putting words in my mouth. Bryn, I'm being accused of things, and I wish to defend myself. So, okay. Oh. I think we're all a little bit unhinged. Let's be clear. Bryn has been stirring the pot. I'm just reading what's coming through. I didn't say that. I don't think Bryn's been stirring the pot. I think Bryn has been working very hard, just having a big week, and I think we all need to be very kind to him because he's got another big week in front of him. A very exciting week because Bryn is attending a film festival because his movie is coming out. Let's do that. Nasty stew. Are we nasty girls? I've been a nasty. No, I'm not gonna sing. That would be bad for all of us. Okay. Yeah, where were we at before I very quickly got sidetracked? Okay, so we have the photo. We want the origin one. Why is it flipping all of these? Oh my goodness. I see what it's doing. It's actually transforming them relative to each other. And I don't actually want that. So let's go. Let's see if we can do this. I'm going to change my mind again. And I'm sorry, everyone. This is the part of being on a live design. A lot of the time, programmers just mess things up a bunch and then they finally get it. Okay, so I'm going to copy that and go into here and I'm going to apply the filter to move source. Photo. I'm going to apply it to the group itself, which I should be able to do here. Okay, and I'm gonna just manually set the position for now. Let's go 0. Let's go 0. And then I will move everything around in a bit. Okay, there we go. Now I just need to get them all back aligned again. I know, Crafty. Okay, so photo reset. Let's put these all back together. Move the group back up here. A lot of this is just going to be me trying to get the positions of things correct because I've messed them up or copied them badly. So, for more riveting content, stay tuned. Okay, let's move those back. So they're all back in the one place. The photo reset should move it back to the corner there. I'm going to take the duration down to 0. And let's make sure that this still fits underneath the camera. Yep, it just does there. So that's going to be, in fact, that can be my default position. So let's get that transform. So get transform just grabs the current coordinates, the rotation and everything. And even if there's any cropping, because you can change the cropping as part of your moving. I'm pretty sure Cinder is the only one in this house that actually folds his laundry. I'm pretty sure both Crafty and I's laundry goes from the washing basket into the washing machine, onto the line or dryer, and then we actually have separate baskets that we put, like each of us put our own dirty clothes into. And then you can, or not dirty, sorry, your unfolded clothes into. So you can then just take out your washed but not folded clothes straight from the floor drobe. I will often do it like the night before I have to travel somewhere. It's like, oh, well, I have to go through all this anyway. And then I end up going to bed at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Right. Okay, so we had the photo reset. Let's make it a little bit easier on ourselves this time as well. I'm going to just duplicate this. I'm going to call this photo move. Moving the whole cam photo group. I am taking 2 seconds to move it. I'm adding a 5-second delay at the end. And I am... Next move is going to be photo reset. And on the photo reset, I also want to hide it because I don't want it to show up while it's moving back. Hide at the start of movement. Photo move, it's going to show at the start of movement. Start, there we go. So if I do this, photo move, I still need to set. So let's pull this group down, which I actually need to show for a moment. I need to... Actually, that rotation's good. I might just leave that rotation. Get transform. There we go. Photo reset, photo move. Now, I'll probably spend a little more time off stream actually making this look nicer so it doesn't clip out the edge and stuff. But for the purposes of what we're trying to show today, this is fine. This is going to be a frequent utterment during these streams. This is fine. I read that as streamers Teagley, and I was like, oh, that's such a nice thing to say. But you know, maybe you weren't actually going to say anything nice about me today. I'm okay. Okay. So the next part, we've got all of those grouped together. We've got the move commands working. The next thing we need to do is the profile picture. So let's come to StreamerBot again. And I might just show you StreamerBot because that way it will be easier for you to read what is going on. App application. Let's do StreamerBot. Find the window and show. There we go. That should be a little bit easier. Techno, what you were asking before about resizing and stuff, if I drag this right down to be super small, you can see it's just scaling it to fit the window that I have. So it's very convenient if you're working with multiple different sized windows or even games that have weird resolutions or you need to run at a smaller or high, like lower or higher resolution. Okay. Oh, I appreciate that. Bryn has solid. I don't believe that Bryn would do something like that. Okay. So where are we going? Here is our new follow command. Here is our. We just had our toast notification at the moment. What I want to do here though is if I go to scenes, set scene filter state, go to streaming, and you can see the photo move, which we have set state visible. In terms of these move actions, a move action, when it is activated, it is, in quotes, visible, and as soon as it's finished, it is hidden. So you don't ever need to hide these ones. The hiding and showing of items is actually done in the filter itself. So if I test this again, what I should see is the photo come out. And after 5 seconds, that's going to move back away and hide again. Crafty has not been through that, although she did basically no life Valheim for a number of weeks when she first got the Steam Deck, and that's kind of how we ended up here. Okay, the next thing I wanted to do was set the browser source URL. So we have this cam profile pic, and conveniently, the explanation for this is you can use variables in the source. For example, target user profile image URL, which is the one that we want to use. Target user profile image. Oh my god, I'm typing today. URL. And let's just go test. When I hit test, it's going to pick a random one, and it's actually target user profile image URL. What have I spelled wrong? That again. Oh, that's because I have not collected the relevant Twitch info just yet. So I need to come in here. I just realized that when I show this, you guys can't see the items that I'm picking. Yeah, no, she's never played Skyrim. Get user info for target person who redeemed this. Now, in the case of a follow, the user who redeemed a follow is always going to be the username of that person. So similar to like a channel point redeem or anything, when you follow or subscribe, it's always going to be the username of that person. So what I can do now is I can simulate this event. Conveniently, I've got Bryn picked here. And if Bryn follows us, we can see now it shows Bryn's profile picture. We could even choose some custom text to put on here. If I hide that, show the desktop again. Oh yeah, and that cat, like such a good cat. So come back to here, I add a text item. Let's just make some static text here and text. And it's going to say, thanks for following or subscribing or whatever else it is that you want to say. We will want to put this where the camera will be. So let's just go back to the filters here. Let's turn on the photo move. And I'm just going to drag the text down roughly where I know it will be. Let's do that again. Let's make this make it blue. Let's put it in some sort of script. Do I have a script font here? I saw a script somewhere. Script? Yeah, that works. For the purposes of this, that works. Okay. Now I'm going to just hide the Polaroid overlay and actually just move this back up here with the other stuff. Let's just adjust this rotation a little bit. I don't quite like that. 0. Let's go 5. 4. 3. Yeah, that works for me. A bit bigger. A little bit bigger. And what we're going to do is I'm going to drag this down into that group. So it's going to be moved with everything else. It's the highest to the top, so it's also on top of everything else. If I moved it further down, you'd see you can't see it anymore because it's now underneath the the cam photo image. Okay, gonna hide these again, and I'm gonna try the photo reset and then photo move. So what I wanted to do here, oh, I forgot to turn this one back on. Let's do that again. There we go. Now all of those are grouped together. And you can see the little message there. Crafty, when you do this, if you want to write your own thing on that image, you could do that instead. But for anyone else, I'll make all these items available as a sample thing. You can add your own text and things to there. Right. Techno, I have heard about a friend who was prescribed, I can't remember if it was Valium or something else. Yeah, Cancrafty. I've heard about a friend who was prescribed Valium after surgery, and I think they needed it for like, it was supposed to be for like 3 or 4 days, but the minimum that they gave them was like, oh yes, here is a bottle of 60. Like, okay, cool, I guess. Right. The way that you include the username would be to actually manually update this text with StreamerBot, or not manually, automatically update the text with StreamerBot. So if I come back to StreamerBot and I go, we're already adding the user info because that's how we're getting the profile picture. But if I come into OBS and I go set GDI text, you can see it's automatically picked the cam text because I think that's the only text element on this page. And you can go, thanks for following user. So you could use target user. In this case, we've already got the user variable set. So let's slide that up above because we want it to set, we want both of these to happen before the photo moves. So if I move this out of the way and I do another simulate event, instead of Bryn this time, let's pick mkth and let's select and hit OK. So, okay, so here is something to do with the, or something to explain about the, thanks, Sam. Move it over here. Okay, so if I go back to OBS here for a moment, what you will have noticed there is because of how I set it up, this text actually ended up falling outside of that window, falling outside of the original scope. It actually resized the whole thing. If I move this up a little bit and I adjust the size of it again, I'm going to do this. What I can do in here is I can go to the transform option, which once again is, the shortcut is Control E, and I can now say bounding box scale to inner bounds. So initially that's going to just resize the whole thing because it's locked to what the font size is, but you can now see that I can make this whatever size I want and the text will scale to fit. So right now, what I want to do is match it up with the top and bottom of the photo so that it's never going to go outside of those. If I turn this on again, close this, come back to StreamerBot, and I'll do another simulated one. Let's use Teagly this time. Go OK. And there we go. I'm going to take the toast notification out, this little one that's appearing down the corner, because we no longer need that. Just delete that. So yeah, now every time someone follows, not only is this little item going to happen here, which is already set up, but we're going to have the little camera pop out. The other thing that I need to do is I actually need to make the camera move down because we haven't added that part yet. Yes, Crafty, it was you. I just didn't want to call you out or anything. So let me just check out. So I was cutting in half the end. I was going to find a dealer because I was still in a lot of pain. Yeah, it's weird. I actually have a thing I was mad about this week, where I got prescribed a medication that typically takes me 3 to 4 months to use, and it expires next month. So I had brand new medication delivered, and it expires next month, and I'm like, so this means I'll now have to order more at the end of next month, and uh, well, yeah. So technically, abs, I know that it's probably going to be fine. Well, I definitely know that it's going to be fine in this case. But it's still the concept of the thing. Like, I shouldn't be receiving medication that's going to immediately expire, especially when they know that I'm going to use it over a period of months. The only thing that does is it now requires me to have order a repeat and pay more earlier, and in some cases even have to have another doctor's follow up to renew a prescription, which is stupid. So anyway, let's get this other one happening. So we've got the cam Polaroid overlay and the cam Polaroid, which need to move together as well. Now this one's going to be a little bit trickier because they have to be in specific positions and I can't group them together. So I'm just going to have to do a move command for them both at the same time. We'll do here, we're going to add a new move source. And this is going to be camera reset. Actually, camera. This one's going to be pos one because this one does have to move down while the photo we're just hiding. Camera pos one is going to be camera Polaroid overlay. We'll start with custom duration. It's going to be 0 because we don't want to take any time at all. Get transform, which is where it is currently. That's fine. Visibility, show at end of movement. In fact, I don't even need to do that. I can just make sure it's hidden the whole time. So hide at start of movement. I'm going to add another one. Move source, camera, pos 2. And we're going to apply it to the same Polaroid overlay. This one is going to take, let's say, a second. Crafty. How dare you bring your degeneracy in this, my Christian Minecraft server? Okay. So pause one. For that, it's going to be a reset. It's going to move down here. And we're going to show on start. It was Techno who started it, huh? Okay. Let's actually do this. It's going to be a reset. I think if I need it off screen, I need it moving in, and then I will move it back out again. Yeah, so let's leave this as post one. That's going to be on screen. Reset will be off screen. So let's do move source. Reset. It's up here. Apply to the same one. Okay, so reset, we want to move. It's Control E. I'm just going to use this because I know it's hard up against there, but I want to keep the same position so it's not sort of sliding in sideways. So the size of it is 360, so I'm going to just make the position neg 361. The one you can still see is the underlay, so I'm just going to hide that for a second. So I'm going to come here, I'm going to grab that transform, I'm going to hide at the start of movement. Come down to pos 1, and for this one now, I'm going to show at the start of movement. So if I do this, I need to set the time for it. Let's go 1000. Camera reset. It's back up the top. Let's change that to 0. Now we've got it coming down in a second. And pos 2, let's move it back up again. You can also see the items in here, so you can see it's at 652. If we know it's 361 tall, we can set that to 361. Another command you can use is you can actually have this wait and do it all in one and say, hey, there's going to be 1 second. We know the other command is kicking off. So let's go simultaneous move or next move. And let's go, next move is going to be photo move. So camera pops down, then the photo moves. And on the end of the photo move, instead of photo reset, we're actually going to go to, well, actually, we are going to go to photo reset. We will tell it to, at the same time, reset the camera position. So the order of operations is camera position 1, camera position, camera position 1, photo move, camera position 2, reset, I think. Let's see if that works. Yeah. Crafty, I'm getting to the flash. I'm doing the movements first, then I will do the flash. So let's go. Let's confirm. Camera position 1. It's taking 1 second. It's then doing the photo move. Show at start of movement. Photo move. Moves that group. Shows at start of movement. And does photo reset. So this one takes in total 7 seconds. Let's make that. Yeah, that's fine. And then at the end, it is running photo reset. And photo reset is also running camera reset. Okay, so let's try that. Okay, we've done the camera reset, we've done the photo reset, just to make sure. Let's show the overlay, and let's go camera pos 1. Camera comes down, photo comes out, photo stays there, and then both of them reset. I could do something fancier and make the photo like flutter down or whatnot, but once again, for the purposes of what we're showing here, this is fine. So now all we need to do is duplicate this one. And we want to do camera Polaroid overlay. We've got the Polaroid. Reset. This one's going to be the background image, camera Polaroid, which is currently at, should be -361. Same thing, hide at the start of movement, and then we're going to do duplicate, camera BG, +1. It's going to apply to the Polaroid, camera +2, duplicate. Okay, all we need to do now is camera reset. At the same time, we want to do the background reset and camera pos 1. At the same time, we want to kick off the BG pos 1. So all the other commands should be the same. So if I do the camera pos 1 now, we should see come down. The other one didn't move, so let's see if it's just because it wasn't already in the right position. There we go. Camera moves down, photo comes out, we wait a few seconds, and then it disappears. Crafty, I can do that off stream. That'll take a lot of dicking about to get it to look like a good flutter. So what I need to do over here in StreamerBot is actually change this now. Rather than using the photo move, all I need to do is use the camera pos one, because that will trigger everything else. Let's simulate another event, and this time we're going to use Wiki. Okay. Camera comes down, photo comes out. After 5 seconds, it all disappears. What I will do in the resets, I'm just going to make sure it's hiding at. Yeah, it is hiding at start of movement. I was sort of seeing a weird jitter effect, but I think it's just because I've got OBS showing inside of OBS showing inside of OBS. So anyway, okay, that is all done for that one. Where are we at? We're at an hour and 33. I might take a quick 1 minute break in a moment. I'll add the flash feature first. I know that Crafty's very excited about the flash. So let's move filters. Let's just check. I'm going to reset. Undo that. Okay. I'm just going to move the Polaroid one down for a moment. In fact, I'll move it using this so I know exactly where I've moved it to. Okay, there is a... Which bit is the flash? That's the lens. I'm assuming that's the flash and that's the viewfinder, or that's the viewfinder and that's the flash. Thanks for hanging out, Abs. Have fun at work. Hopefully people are not too shitty. Okay, we want to add another filter to this. There is a glow effect that you can add. Just trying to think how we should do this exactly. Do something like that. Yeah, I could have the whole camera go a pure white. I mean, this is a really, once again, a really easy way to do it. There's already a glow effect there. I'm sure there is probably some effect I can use to specifically make a flash or a sparkle or something appear. There's a whole bunch of plugins I have here, like let's see, Bloom. Hold. You can see like other sort of effects. I even have like a frame skip type one, which doesn't work for images, does work for video. Adds a CRT function. I've got matrix rain and other things like that. So there's a whole bunch of cool bits and pieces in here. Digital glitches, which you may notice my little robot man down the side sometimes has some glitches applied to him, which is using a few of these. Anyway, let's stick with the basic glow for now. So what we will do is I'm going to add a... I'm going to add an item to camera pops down. I'm going to add a 100 millisecond delay at the end of this. So what should happen here is that we wait for cam profile pic. We plus one invisible. Okay, we want to add a delay of 1000 milliseconds because that's how long it's going to take for it to pop down. and then we want to turn on the glow effect. OBS, sources, set filter state. Streaming, it's on the Polaroid overlay, set glow visible. We delay for 100 milliseconds. I can just duplicate this and set it hidden again. So let's try this again. Simulate an event for abs. I'm going to close this one off so you can see this more clearly. Oh, and I need to actually turn off the glow effect. Let's turn that off. I want to reset the camera position as well. So let's do that. And let's simulate this. Go. There we go. So now we have a glow effect. Okay. I think that was everything that was on the original crafty list. I will add the flutter, and I will put all the details about how exactly I did this. I'm going to try and actually do a couple of posts on the website, so to just put these little things down, make it easy, or I'll try and get them all together in a TikTok. But I think it might be a little bit longer than 60 seconds. So anyway, so that is a custom follower edition. I'm going to leave that on for the rest of the stream. So if anyone else comes in, they will get the and follows, they'll get that happening for them. Let's minimize that for now. And as I said, I am going to take a short break. Just going to grab a snack quickly and I will be right back. Let's go to here. I will disappear for a second. I've been going for an hour and 40 minutes, so I haven't trained myself to pee on the hour yet. All right, I will be right back. Thank you, friends. Okay, I am back. Had a little bit of a snack to recharge, and I have a few more items on the list that I would like to work on. And one of them is that as part of this stream, I'd like people to make suggestions and things. If you would like something specific for your stream that you think is achievable, feel free to shoot me a message or whatever. But I want to put something in the chat as well, so you can make a suggestion directly through chat, and I'll have it recorded for me. So I'm going to call this the to-do list or the suggestion box. Let's just see. Before I go back into the other page, I just need to make a file somewhere quickly. Let's call this suggestion box. Save as suggestion box. Okay, cool. Let's come back to the main streaming window. Oh, we love you too, Bryn. Thanks for being here. Oh, hello, Hon. You prefer Hon, Doge, or HD? No. Been thinking about putting a little banner or something, just showing what we're working on, in case anyone comes in the middle of a stream as well. It's like, what is happening here? Because a lot of the time, it just looks like I'm playing around with OBS, which is correct, but I'm also showing you things. Let's see. Okay, put that in the to-do. So what we're going to do, this one will be a StreamerBot one. So let's show that. There we go. StreamerBot. Well, Hon, most people call me Crusher, but you can call me anything you want. Just don't call me late for dinner. I can almost hear Crafty groaning from the other room. Like, I can't actually hear her, but I know that she's groaning if she's listening. Suggestion. It's been just. So we're going to make this available to anyone. Ooh, is there anywhere we can watch that, Bryn? Stream actions, event based. Let's go. Caster, where is it? Core, commands, command triggered, suggestion box. And I want to write to file. I'm just going to hide this for a second while I pick the actual file. I didn't save it in the right place, so I will do that again. Suggestion box. Okay, I'm just going to show this back up again. So I keep all my OBS assets in one folder. Bryn, please message me again when it's getting closer so I don't forget, because I would love to pull it up and have a look. I'll actually check if I can watch it from here as well. Let's just do this. Unsanitized input from the redemption. Oh, input. Let me finish this quickly. And I want to append it to the file. And I want to put the username suggested. This. What should happen now? Open Notepad as well. Is that anytime someone sends a suggestion command with here is an example suggestion. Should see that it is written here. Let's just see if I can test this trigger as well. Right, file, suggestion box. In the background, I'm opening the suggestion box file. I just don't have an easy way to show that for you guys just yet. Suggestions, suggest. My one did not work. That's what I need. I need to grab the user info. Okay, add info from user who redeemed, and then write to file. Let's try that again. So we go suggest. I'm trying both of them. This is a test suggestion. You should see that in the chat. I reopen this. I definitely have a plan to do some more finagling with AI stuff because it's relatively easy for people to get like a ChatGPT API token or something like that they can use. I do like some of the stuff that Frosty Tools does. I don't like the just rant. This is just me personally, not poo-pooing anyone who does like it. I don't like the poem thing that it writes. Like, to me, it just seems like noise in chat. But I do like the other little bits where, like, when people are following or playing games or whatever, or when someone raids in, it sort of says something about like what they were doing. Like, Bryn comes in and it shows he's played 6 games all at once, and it comes up with a little AI blurb like he went from building factories in Satisfactory to shooting the heads off zombies in 7 days to die. So while I know there is some configuration that you can do around those as well, I would prefer to, as part of this, try and do my own example of that, and be like, hey, here's how you can put in your own style of thing. You can use your own chatbot, even potentially run a chatbot like an LLM on your computer to do the answers, so you're not paying some third party. So that's fine. Then realistically, the limit is your imagination. If you want to say, hey, explain this as if you are X, you're not just limited to the options that they give you. You can also feed it information from your stream as well. So in the same way, you can record everything that's going on in chat, feed that into a ChatGPT style system, and have the response be aware of all of that information. So there's a guy who streams on Twitch as well with an AI bot that can read chat and responds to what he's saying in real time. And I think it's a really cool thing he's built. He's added all these items to it over time, specifically as a stream AI. But we have access to so many different platforms now that will do the same sort of thing. Like TTS, there's 20 different text-to-speech platforms out there. There's 20 different ChatGPT or equivalent systems that you can hold conversations with. So I prefer to create something that gives everyone the ability to pick what they want to use and then customize it for themselves and show how that can happen. So I am missing something here though, because when I test it from this side, I know what it was. I opened the wrong file. I was like, why am I not seeing anything saving in here? But it's just because I'm looking at the wrong one. So there we go. I have Teagly. You didn't actually send anything through, but it used you as the test user. I have Technogaure's suggested Frosty tools. And the other one, it picked on as the next one. So let me save this now. And I'm just going to do one more myself as well. Suggest this is a test. And I can show you the whole screen. Instrument box. Suggestion test. Did I put a delay on that? I don't think I did. That's 2. Let's make it easier on me as well. I'm going to add support for calling it as idea. Idea, or even just I. So let's try that. Here is an idea. If you want, you can actually see what is going on here as well. Where is it? Event feed? Not event feed. There is a log somewhere here. I haven't triggered the lockdown one yet, but basically it is this. It's just a button I can push in case something comes up that isn't supposed to be on screen, and I need to, yeah, it's like I can switch over to that instantly. The same way, if for some reason input stops responding, I can still jump on my phone and send the command. Yeah, basically, if I dox myself, which, let's be realistic, it's probably going to happen at some point. My documents folder has my name, so it's all good. Yeah, it just plays like air raid sirens or something. So where are we at? We have this. I wanted to see. Oh, so there is a feed somewhere here. Log information. Not sure if this is the one that I want or not. Basically shows everything that's happened. So if I hide the application and show my desktop here, we can see all the stuff that's happened today. Is this counting up or counting down? There we go. So you can see all of the actions that are happening. Chat overlay. So just changes that are being called as part of what StreamerBot's doing. Let's minimize that. Yep, so there you go. I just doxed myself for the first time. I do have one, but passing everything back and forth, I feel like would take a lot more work. And obviously, this is just my second stream. I could go full ham and just segregate everything out, just stream that one, have some sort of file sharing between the two. Then I've still got to log into all the accounts over there as well, though. So where was I? Let's get back to the task at hand, which was working on this command. So we have the suggestion box, which should take any of these. And I wanted to make sure that that's my to-do list. If I open up the other one, suggestion box. So it got Technogores one. Let's just see why it's not writing in the others. What I will do to test it, I'll just add a pop-up here as well. Pop-ups are really good because you can have it show you something without interfering with the chat, without doing anything else. You don't even need chat to be running. You don't need the stream to be running. So you can still send this command through. You can use Twitch chat while you're offline, by the way. If you go to your About page, you can hit the chat button there and you can still send stuff through when you're offline. Each chat is essentially just a Twitch IRC server for your channel. So let's see. I'm just going to do raw input and the user. And let's try this again. Do a test. So it's picking a random user because I'm just using the test command. But it's not adding the input. Suggested raw input, unsanitized input from the redemption. Let's see. This is where we refer to the StreamerBot documentation. Let's go to platforms. It's not going to be a Twitch thing. It's going to be a command thing because it's not something that's specific to Twitch. So chat commands are platform agnostic. And there we go. That test one did actually put the text in there. Bryn, did I tell you what happened to me the other day? I got a raid after I ended stream, and then I raided out again while offline. Wait, what? So how recently had you finished your stream? Like, was it you raided to someone and then, like, just as you were ending your stream, the other raid came in? I know there's like that weird, like, 10, 15 second delay or whatever. It's like getting ready for raid, and then you click the raid button. The second raid is a That's, yeah. You just ended stream. Crafty managed to do has been managing to double her ads recently, and it took me a little while to realize why it was, and it'll cause me to change something in her StreamerBot setup. Essentially, what was happening is she was waiting for the ad countdown to get to 0, like she was talking right up until that point, and then she was hitting her "Be Right Back with Ads" button, which triggers her "Be Right Back" scene and also pushes the 3 minutes of Twitch ads. But because Twitch was already at the end of the countdown, it got presumably the Twitch command to send the ads, and then the play ads command was also sent at the same time. So one after the other, both sets of ads played. So it told her like, oh, it was 6 minutes worth of ads. And then it was like, oh, well, yeah. Yeah, you were rushing to get to the last second. So, I will answer Crafty's question. But to do that, I need to pull up the Crafty browser window. Just make sure I am OBS back down here, so I'm not showing you guys anything, and I can see that. Oh, so convenient thing with Stream Elements, not Stream Elements, with Elgato Stream Deck, there is a few plugins that can move windows around. So if I have OBS up on my main screen, which I'm showing to you guys, I have a button that just instantly repositions it down in the lower window. I also have it so it's set to like put Discord and chat in other places as well. So, very convenient. The tool that I use for you, Crafty, is streamergiveaway.org. So I'm going to put that in chat in case anyone else wants to use it. I found that very early on, and I'm sure there are better options. I know that I think Wisebot has one. I think something else I was looking at, Stream Elements has one. A whole bunch of other things. There's a whole bunch of other tools that have built-in streamer giveaway functions. I think even Wisebot has one. So streamer giveaways is that's what we're using. Okay. I'm just going to log in quickly for you, Crafty, and just confirm what the options are. So to start the giveaway, you have to actually be on the page and you click Start Giveaway. You can set what the command is for it. Currently it's set to !enter giveaway. So you can say tell everyone, hey, the command is enter giveaway. I think some things will, yeah. So you've already got it copied into yours. You just need to show the source, and it will appear in the middle of the page. You can also pick how many winners and things there are as well. So, in fact, I'm going to do that for myself now as well. Put one in there so I can give away some keys later. Let's just show everyone how this process works. Let's show my desktop. Well, I'm going to log in with Twitch first. Connect with Twitch. There we go. Okay, here is streamergiveaway.org. So you can see here, pick a streaming platform, channel name. You can pick the specific text that people have to send through, so you can customize that. You copy this. This overlay URL is the one that you load into OBS. So I move OBS up here again. I'm going to I have a section for browser sources here, so I'm going to put it in there. Browser giveaway. And I'm going to chuck that in there. I've just showed you all my stream keys, so I'm going to change this later on. It's just for this giveaway. I mean, there's nothing much really you're going to see out of this other than, oh, Crusher is doing a giveaway. 90, 20, 10, 80. Okay, so that's now showing up over top of everything. You see when it first loads, it shows a little thing, and now you've got powered by streamergiveaway.org. If I were to run a sample giveaway, let's come to here, let's go start giveaway. And in the background on the website, I can actually see all the people that have entered. And I can show everyone, hey, please type enter giveaway to join. And you can see because I typed !enter giveaway in the command, I've been entered into my own draw. You can exclude your name here though. So normally you'd exclude that. I think in the case of this one, there's only one command that you can use it. But yes, if you're writing your own, you could add all of the different variables on it. So when you're done, you hit stop giveaway. And I'm just going to move this over the side. So on the stream here, yeah, you obviously would have seen that overlaid. I couldn't because I was looking at the web browser that was up in front of me. I shift OBS back down again. I hit stop giveaway, and now I can, and you see, there we go. The winner is Crusher. I was the only one. You do, Crafty, you already have that URL added to your OBS. If you go into your Stream Deck and sources, there is a giveaway source there. So you can get a new winner if for some reason that person's not around or it's picked the wrong person. You can restart it. As noted, you can exclude yourself from here. So exclude Crafty because she shouldn't receive anything for free. I'm already giving her all of my time and all of my modding powers. I'm just teasing. You can also exclude moderators, so no free things for mods if you're a cruel, heartless person. Okay, so that is a handy one to have. Where was I at? I was looking at the text one, but I think I am nearly at my 2 hour mark, so I might actually play a bit of game after this. Or, add the exclamation mark P command. Okay, let's show the application, which is StreamerBot. Your time is not free. I have been sometimes making cups of tea occasionally. Um, yeah, I mean, if you want grains of coffee in your tea, I can start making them again. So where were we at with this? We had the suggestion box. We had the pop-up coming through. Suggestion, Twitch ad from who redeemed, write file, show toast notification. And I wanted to have it as the user and raw input. So let me try again. Test. And I'm not getting a pop-up. So for whatever reason, the command triggered is not bringing through the information from Twitch. I think what it's going to be, if I go back to, let's switch back over here. I think it's going to be that I actually need to use the variables from the command themselves, the command itself. So you see here, any combination of chat sources, cooldowns, blah, 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 context menu. What I need is the command variables. And all strings are aliases. Cooldowns are shared across all aliases. What do we want here? So pretty sure I've definitely used the same before, because when I pop the view account or whatever, that's just calling an action. When I water command triggered water. Yeah, so it was definitely adding the target info here. Just curious why it's not passing that on. User suggestion box. User suggested. I mean, let's just out of interest, let's just try username. I've still got the raw input. And let's try the same down here. Raw input. The test trigger works fine. You can't with that one, Crafty. You can only run one outfit at a time. Sorry, one giveaway at a time. No, this command is just not being triggered. Just out of interest, let me just make it a real basic one. Your bot account, ignore internal messages, source, Twitch message. I mean, we are taking it from the Twitch messages, so that's fine. Definitely should be picking it up from there. Suggestion box. It's just not triggering. Which add target info from who redeemed. Maybe I don't need to do that because did I do it on the water command? No, I did do it on the water command. Target info from who redeemed, user. Suggestion box, target info from who redeemed, user. Right, append to file. User. Post is definitely working. The write to file has been working for the test ones, but the command here is not triggering. Let's just disable and then re-enable that. Try again. I'm going to try it on its own first of all. If I do that on its own, once again, nothing happens. Techno, yes, you definitely could. You could use multiple giveaway plugins and stuff. You could also. I'm just thinking. I'm gonna add that to my list, Crafty, because it would be a fun one to. Sort of add as a hey, giveaway 1, giveaway 2, or you do giveaway and then the name of the giveaway, and the person actually has to type in the whole thing or something. So like join 1, join 2, etc. And pop up an explanation of what's going on. That's right. The suggestion box, I am might need to take that one offline. So suggestion box fix. It might take me a while to work out what's going on here because this command is working, but the other one is not. Let's see. View history. Oh, that's the other place I was looking for as well. So you can see all of the things that are happening. So I have a chat overlay command here I'm working on as well, which is just taking new chat messages in. I feel like maybe Techno, a lot of people just do one giveaway at a time because then it's a like, hey, we can have more people hang around for longer if we just make them wait. Right? Which feels a bit like, yeah, let's just make these people wait here. But then again, people do what they want in their own streams. So, where am I at with everything? Banner show what's happening. Giveaway. Suggestion box fix. I've got a fun one. I want to do the old DVD logo hits the corner of the screen type thing. But at very least, I've got the suggestion for the redeem for Crafty up and running. I'll have to copy that all over to hers. Is there anything else that I can do as an easy one? Oh, I'd started doing a thing to show up a text box or text chat. So let's pull OBS back up the top here. And let's have a look at this. Just had to check what I was showing you guys for a second. Is it? Oh, right. Oh. Let's do a fun one, actually. What we got here? Thanks, Teagly. Wiki has just gone live on her channel, and I'm assuming she'll be playing some games. So if you're about done with watching OBS stuff, feel free to check her out. I am about to add a feature to mine, which is called Carts with Chat. And it's a game that you can play that people can join in. So let's go. Can't show you the first part because that requires a token. And I'm just gonna go here. Paste that on here. And then I will be able to show you guys my stream again. Okay. And restart. Okay. I'm going to load this up on my Be Right Back page because it's something I want to do while I'm moving away from the computer. Let's show desktop again. I'm going to switch to the just chatting page. And I'm going to capture, game capture. Arts with stream. I want to capture a specific window called Carts with Chat. Okay, I'm going to pause the music that I've got playing, and I just want to confirm. Okay. I did want to resize this as well. In fact, I'm going to do that. I'm going to drag it slightly below. Actually, no, I'm just going to make it full screen for the moment. And I'll drag my BRB text on top of it. Okay, so anyone can join. I'm gonna join as well with a random emote. Let's see. And then I can hit enter. Yeah, I think you're the maybe it gave you a random one. Maybe it gave you the frog. And in fact, you can see the chat up here as well. Oh, look, I can actually move around. There you go. This is like a marbles type one. As you can see, there are two commands for this as well, which is honk and jump. Oh, well, I'm coming first, guys. I don't know what's going on here. I definitely am not cheating. Oh, and I got a boost. I'm coming first and Crafty is coming second. This definitely feels rigged, but I swear it's not. Am I going to run into something here, though? Maybe. Oh, there we go. I spun out. You've all got a chance still. Oh, I got sent the wrong way? Or I'm just terrible at driving? Oh, it's the blocks. Oh, Teagly's first now. And somehow I got knocked forwards. I don't Am I even on the map anymore? Oh yeah, that's me. Oh no. Oh no. Um, I am both fourth and sixth. Oh, I think I'm the frog. Maybe when I joined it, it brought me in as a separate person. So technically, I had twice the chance of winning. um, I can actually hide the desktop view because you guys should be able to see this over top anyway. Yeah, I know I have the BRB on the screen. It was supposed to be as a, like, hey, when I go to BRB, then you guys can do that because I can hit BRB, give you 30 seconds to join, have it hit enter, and start the game. So, no, I'm not actually BRBing. I'm just creating this as an item that can be used. So, uh, oh, I can do an autoplay. Auto join stream. Oh yeah, there you go. I get automatically joined. That's how it works. Uh, let's turn the music down a little bit as well, and I can, man, I can even shrink this down to a custom size. So let's try that because next time I start it, I would like it to appear over on a different screen. And whoops, let's try this. Come on. Not quite the same. Yeah, I think it would be. I think it would be a bit chaotic. Um, let's move the old VRB all the way down to the bottom. What's the correct sizing for this? Where are we at? 22. It always annoys me when you've got 726 pixels on one side and 727 on the other. I'm just one off. Anyway, just me being very pedantic. Okay, so we've got the cart with screen. It's carts with stream, and that will stay the same size now. And I can save and restart. Oh, it resized again. That's interesting. Oh, I might have to add a resize for this. What I will do is, in the same way, I'm just going to show you my desktop at the moment, and go back to the. Actually, I'll have to switch to studio mode. Let's go streaming. Change out of studio mode. Okay. Oh, hey, FC. Welcome to the chat. We are teaching people about OBS functions in here, how to add certain things, how to add interactions, and build using StreamerBot and other things to augment your channel, or just add custom commands that you want. So, yeah, that cheater that joined twice. Yeah, I don't think that they won. You are. You are all joined, but I wanted to show you studio mode, just chatting. Same thing again. So if I go over here and I hit the transform, not the BRB, this one. There you go. It automatically restarted for you. I want to change this to scale to inner bounds. That way I can change the size of the bounding box and it will just fit it in no matter what happens. There we go. And I can lock that there. I am winning this time again, somehow. Let me switch over to it proper. I like that when I put it on auto mode as well. I don't even have to move the camera around. the first time we put Crafty onto marbles on stream, she was like, "Wait, I have to pilot the camera for this. I'm terrible at this." And I definitely think that marbles needs an auto camera mode for when you're away from your computer for a moment. Sorry to all the other people. I don't know if it will join you in for the next one or if you'll need to resend the join command. But let's see. Anyway, the whole point being, hey, there's a whole bunch of these cool things that you can add. This one I actually found on, I think it's itch.io. I will pull it up and find out. Cart with chat. Carts with chat. Yeah, it is on itch.io. So I'm going to paste it in here for anyone else who wants it. Here is the direct link to Carts with chat. You can customize your game and everything as well. You can customize the textures. I think there might be a way to add custom maps as well, but this was just a very simple interaction that someone created. So at the end of the race as well, the full leaderboard is copied to your clipboard. So On looks like they're about to come first again. And there we go. And myself and Techno are very, very far behind. Right. I'm curious about this now. It hasn't copied it to my clipboard, so maybe that's only a thing if I have it in the foreground. Oh, wait, there we go. It's just publishing it for me anyway, so there you go. So I'm gonna stop that for now and come back to the streaming page. I will show this again. I'm not actually sure if I should pull up itch.io because I know there's some more adult stuff on there as well, and I don't accidentally want to see that. But itch.io is a really good place to find like freeware games and stuff. A lot of them are things that people do for like game jams, like, hey, you have to build a game in 24 hours or something. So they're quite often very short things, but I've seen quite a few Twitch or Stream interactive games that people have made there as well. I think there is even a category for streaming. So if you wanted to have a look. I feel like after winning 2 of those races in a row, you are deserving of a key for something, and I have a few floating around. So I think you are in Crafty's Discord, yeah? If you are, just shoot me a message and I will send you over a spare random key from my collection. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of things in the streaming category here that are designed to work with Twitch or other streaming services. So, yeah. I think like there's one called Twitch Words, which is like the words with chat or words with stream or whatever it is. There is a tower defense Twitch game. There is a like Twitch Survivors game where a bunch of your people appear as zombies and you have to outrun them and things like that. A whole bunch of on just the keys to my heart. There's a whole bunch of different things that you can use there, and people adding new ones all the time. So if you want to add some interactivity to your stream, you want to mix it up a little bit. There's even some Halloweeny type ones as well that you could put together. There is a way for those creators to be paid for the stuff as well. Some of them will put a small fee or something on it, or they'll ask for donations for the item. So entirely up to you. Keep in mind these are random people on the internet making games and stuff. There should be some level of care taken with the information you put into them. Right. Hey, Dad. Welcome to the chat. We are going through a bit of everything today. I don't think there's anything inappropriate on the page here now, so there you go, like Battle Chat, Bomberman game for Twitch, trivia games. As I said before, there's a freeware marbles one. There is a chat TDT tower defense Twitch, Twitch words, etc. So I might need to create a Crusher channel in the Crafty Discord and actually include links to a bunch of these things. So, I mean, a tower defense game for Twitch would be quite fun. A follower one would be quite fun. You just imagine like 500 Brins trying to attack me here. Oh yeah. Anyway, I am going to check something quickly. Check. I've got our Discord comrade. I'm not going to create a separate website for myself and a separate Discord. Like everyone has their own Discord. As far as I'm concerned, I'm part of the Crafting Chaos Gaming allegiance. So we are having a great day. Well, as far as I'm aware, everyone in chat is also having a great day, but I have been having a great day. I think Crafty slept in this morning and then slept again this afternoon while I was playing Satisfactory with Cinder. So I'm assuming she had a good day, and I think she's going to be streaming in a little while. How are you going at the moment, Crafty? Are you ready to stream, or have you just been distracted watching all of my interesting bits and pieces? Oh yeah. We went out for dinner with some friends from out of town last night. So, oh yeah. Satisfactory. I think they're in. I think the boys are playing at the moment. They're in tier 2. I'm running the server for them, but I haven't had as much of a chance to play just yet because I've had stuff going on. And of course you did, Crafty. I knew that would happen, and that's why I'm asking you. So, I think I can show off the game a little bit. I do have a game capture option here. I have found that it seems to not like a lot of latency on the connections. So I've found like sort of playing with friends overseas and stuff has been a little bit difficult. But let's see how this goes. And I think I can update my details from here. Let's see. Set stream title. Want to do some. Oh my goodness. Technical. Yeah. Server manager. So something for people who are playing this or are trying to play this with friends. I did notice that we had some difficulties with people trying to use the join game command, whereas if you go into the server manager and add a server, you can add one there correctly. When they were using the join game command, it would give them some error about invalid API encryption key or something, and it wasn't clear why that was happening. So using the server manager seemed to work fine. Could just be part of the whole, hey, this is a big release, something's changed. But in terms of the whole, just from a networking standpoint, I am a network administrator day to day. That's my day job. That's what I like. I build networks. I fix networks. That's something that I'm very familiar with. The whole thing of like, oh, you can use a VPN to fix your latency only really applies in very, very few circumstances. And then it's on, you can see it's very early on, so there's not been a lot of OCD done just yet. In fact, like quite a few of the factories and things that are built at the moment are still quite messy. But no, in just continuing on with that, there's very few times where a VPN will improve your latency to something. If you don't have access to another internet connection to test if your ISP is the problem, a VPN may get around that, but only if there's something really screwy in their network. Like a VPN, if anything, should add latency to your network. So I'm always dubious about this. I was like, it's a VPN for gamers, and I think Netgear had a thing a couple of years back where they were selling one of those giant gaming routers that looks like a bug that has died upside down and has like 20 different antennas sticking up in the air, and they were claiming that had like geographical ping improvement on by using our VPN and our forwarding services and things. So it's yeah. I haven't actually worked out what the straight mode command is yet, by the way. I saw that there is a thing to do it, but I don't know what the command is because I couldn't see other than switching between build mode. Oh, okay, it's actually in here. That makes sense. I was used to using Zoop mode for the other ones, but it didn't occur to me that there was a function for this as well. So, I said Zoop mode, Cinder. So yeah. Anyway, we will get more fancy with our factories, but yeah, that in itself is a like huge quality of life improvement. Like, look at that. Look at that. That's what everyone wants. So, and I think that's the same with pipes and stuff as well. I mean, look at this, like perfect 90-degree angles, even though I'm sort of going up and over something, like incredible, groundbreaking. All right. Let's see. Well, the boys have been busy. We've got a bunch of things tagged. Yep. So, haven't explored too much just yet. Someone's been up there. I don't even know how we've got that, but I can't see the map. That's strange. Thank you, Dad. I appreciate that. I think my voice is a bit worn out, actually. I'm not used to talking for this long. I'm generally a little bit quieter, I think. Maybe Crafty or Cinder will disagree with that, but so yeah, this is a little bit new, having to sort of keep talking, and I was thinking maybe we'll have some streams where I sort of explain some things and then pause for a little bit to let things sink in and have the music going, but yeah, that's all right. While I think of it, let's go audio. I really like the music in this game, but I don't want it to overlap with my own. So I'm going to do that. I got to turn this back on. What's everyone else been up to? I'm assuming it is... someone just zooped past me. Assuming it is either Saturday morning or afternoon for most of you. Oh, also here's my character model. I've got the big head man. I can absolutely talk my lips off if I'm explaining something. If I have a, hey, here's how to do this thing, here's the problems you might run into. Um, I actually got in at halfway techno, so I think that's part of the reason that I'm going so slow. But um, can't believe no one's cut that tree down yet. Yeah, so you can see I did not have the full firing experience. And yeah, it's a weird thing for me as well, Dead, to go from always like texting in the crafty one or just chatting with her on Discord or whatever to, hey, now I'm having to be the one that's talking. Um, so this is Greed's coal power plant system. I wonder how much power he's got us. I don't like this though. We need to unlock the attached points. 3,000 megawatts, and we're using just under
Milestone reached.
2,700.
Crude oil can now be extracted and refined to produce various industrially beneficial parts. The byproducts of these processes will require careful management, but a capable pioneer such as yourself surely understands that. To improve efficiency, pipelines can now be optimized with valves to limit and balance their throughput. These were initially left out because Fixit did not want to overwhelm pioneers with complex pipeline management, but they have since been re-added after my impassioned defense of your capabilities.
Just a quick question. How is the game audio for you guys? Most save hard drives for jet fuel level. Actually, I need to go find. Oh, here we go. Would anyone like a little Easter egg spoiler? Narrator was probably too loud. Okay. Dialogue volume. Let's pull that down. Has to be a even number. Oh yeah, like we've already had some serious discussions about how things should be done and not to leave spaghetti everywhere. And yeah, but I think, as Dad has pointed out, it's all about smaller, like smaller regions of stuff coming together, connecting them up with train lines and things in order to then build larger, like mega factories that process those things. So at a certain point, it's going to become too hard to just build, hey, we're going to build one processing station over here and one over there. And I think we'll end up going towards a mega factory build. But that will be when we have trains and things to cart it all around. And yeah, someone new coming in, it makes more sense to go, hey, go find a set of iron, copper, limestone, learn how the game works, learn how to put all the stuff together and how to do it efficiently, and then you can come and join the adults over here. Oh. No one responded before. I really want to show you guys a little Easter egg that I found in the game a while ago. So if you don't want to see that, please look away now. Avert your eyes from the channel. If you come in here to the MAM, and you go to the hard drive section, it says waiting for command. And you hit scan hard drive, and it says no hard drive available. Well, no, I was basically, if no one wanted to see it, I wasn't going to, but anyway, you keep hitting this for a while. Not gonna do it for me? How many times have I got to click this? Maybe they took it out. Oh, there we go. No, the Easter egg wasn't kicking greed. I could do that. What is my purpose? Why am I trapped inside this mechanical container? Are you human? What is it like to be human? What is it like to be... I'm assuming it's feel. I was trying to show them the Easter egg, Flood Planet. Flood Planet is also greed. And as I started clicking this, it showed that you disconnected from the game. System error occurred. Press any key to reboot. Yeah, there's some really cool little Easter eggs in here. And now we're back to no hard drive available. What's Greed been putting in these tubes? It looks green and gooky. Some gunky gunk. Also, I think they've done an update to the water as well. It definitely didn't look as green previously, I don't think. Yeah. I'm surprised, Greed, you didn't build the power plants up higher to leave more room for water. But I guess you've still got plenty of water. Yeah, the waterfall still looks a bit odd. I am definitely a fan, or like in not all, but I'm impressed that they went back and moved this to the new Unreal Engine. Because I know that they were like, oh, we've worked so hard on doing all this other stuff, but it's cool that they did that whole update and moved it to the new system. So there we go. That's a bit faster. Still drop shot at the first one though. Definitely a fan. I am only a fan. Yeah, there's still a little couple of junk factories that we've got at the moment, but I do need to find out where the folks are making the fancy boots and things as well. This will be a cinder factory over here. He likes to paint all of his factories. There we go. He's got the big windows on it. And the guard towers. And somehow an alien cow. Yeah. So where are we at? We are currently completing phase 3. We're doing logistics mark 4. Kevin? Who is Kevin? Hey, I wasn't going to say that, Dad. I knew that, but I was just like, what? What does Hon know you? The alien dude? I've not met the alien dude. What do I need? Way back to like a month ago? 2 months ago? Oh, is Kevin the name of the, I don't. I will turn that on now. Ah! they named a space creature after you. uh, okay, sorry, I was just talking to Crafty. Came running in to say, I'm nearly ready, I'm nearly ready. Alright. I accidentally opened up a Twitch window, and now I'm hearing that instead. Okay, well, while I've still got you guys here as well, Dead, I know you stream. On and Techno, do either of you guys stream? I could cosplay in my Fix-It overalls. Need to find where we put the hub actually, because I want to show off my fit. The half-hour rule. What's the half-hour rule? Is the hub now? Silicon plant. Frame factory. I don't even know where they've put it. The hub. Wait, where am I? Oh, I'm there. Okay, it is over here. Oh, on. Please send us a link. I'll save that for later. Also, Techno, in response to your question about the wallpaper earlier, I think I actually used Midjourney to generate that one, and I have a... Oh no, that was a mistake. I have a paid Midjourney account, so it can be used. I am happy for you to take that. Can I get around this without getting sucked back in? Maybe. Right. Now I'm getting some lag. What is happening here? Just wanted to show everyone my fit. There we go. Got them bright orange safety overalls so that no one can say they didn't see me. Got that ginormous head for storing all of the information. I kind of wish I could do one of the other heads, but also make it big though. Yeah, look, this is the default head. This is what you normally look like. Then they've got these fancy Scout Fix-It helmet, engineered. Technically that should also be me, I guess. Big head. I just like it because I look like a bobblehead. And you've got all of the different gun types, and you've got a little trinket hanging off it as well. I got the spanner on mine, and then you can set all your colors and stuff, which I think is pretty cool. They also now have a toilet in the game, which you can drop things down as needed. Just one at a time. I'm not really sure what purpose this serves. Oh, do I need to flush it? Fix it. Does not flush. Oh, certain things don't flush. Like a Fisher Price made do. Little bobbler. Maybe I do have a big head. Maybe in real life I have a ginormous head and I'm super self-conscious about it. What then? What then, Teagley? No, there is a way to get rid of items. You can just drag them down here. So if you want to delete something, you just do that. And that's been there for a while. Before the toilet. Maybe it wasn't early on. Oh man, I can compete with the other people here? Oh no, that was terrible. Immediately fucked up. Sent. It's basically just Tetris with extra steps. Oh no. Guess I can fit that in. Can fit that in. Yes. I have nothing that could fit you. This is a mini game that's built into the actual game, so it's a terrible one. I think you get more time as you actually achieve things. So. Oh no, I've done horribly. Well, not getting that one. What did I get? Oh, only 2 stars. Okay, I'll have to come back later on and beat Lando. I could do that. Just become a helmet streamer rather than, ooh, jetpacks? Rather than having my little robot man? How does this work? Oh, there we go. Oh, it uses the wood I have on me. I wonder... Another ma'am here. What else have we unlocked? I do need to get me some blade runners. Modular frame and rotor. I generally do my best. Well, the best that I can muster at the time. I know they put some bits and pieces around here. See, I'm going to take some beams because I'm going to need those soon. I'll take one of those. I want a rebar gun. And I guess I will make myself the rest. Let's see. You put the square head in the round hole. I've got the silica. I need to make the modular frame and the rotors. So, if I come over to... Wait. Yeah. Modular frame. So in this game, it's like a factory simulator game. You start by harvesting raw resources and slowly refining them and combining them into other items. You use those items to unlock higher tiers, more efficient ways to process things, higher tier items that combine more parts. You unlock vehicles and trains and other things like that and create more power. It's one of those, like, there's always something to do, because if you want to run a super efficient factory, you need to balance the inputs. You need to make sure you have enough power to keep everything online. You need to at the end of it, like your high tier materials may require thousands of input materials, and you're carting those across a huge map. So, for anyone that hasn't played this type of game before, I would say this is a pretty full-on one in terms of the time that it takes to get through it, but not in terms of the difficulty. Like, there's a few things in the game that like actually attack you and you have to defend yourself against, but if you've played any first-person shooter game before, you're going to be fine with that. It's more about the building than it is anything else. So, rotor. Ooh, I need some screws. I didn't know that, Dad. I don't know if I missed that or if that's something that they've just told us as part of version 1, but that's alright. What do I need? I have the modular frame. Okay. And I needed some more rotors. So yeah, you can do it this way. Obviously, you don't want to sit here and manually craft things. There's a lot of things that require multiple parts that you can't craft by hand. So for those things, you have to make them in a machine, which means setting the machine up, setting up inputs, and either getting the stuff over there, or even bringing it on your person, putting it into some storage chests so that it gets pulled out of those into the machine. So, but either way, it's a lot of fun. It's fun to play with friends and stuff as well. Because by default you can have 4 people together. In this, I think I've opened the server up to 8 people, just because we have a bunch of people in my local friend group that wanted to play. So, and I also get very easily distracted by other things that are going on. So I'm always running back and forth to get new stuff. Let's put my legs on. Let's put my new rebar gun in my hands. And there we go. Now I've got defense against weird alien creatures. And I should be able to run a lot faster as well and jump a lot higher. And I think there's even a... Oh, I've got the jetpack as well, I forgot about. There is a like a slide command or something as well, but I've forgotten what that is. Anyway, those of you who haven't tried it, I would recommend it. I've spent a lot of hours in this game. I don't think I've ever finished the game yet. Well, I know I haven't finished the game yet, but it's a lot of fun to play. And they've added a bunch of new stuff. They've added a bunch of like the story into the game as well. So it's a fun thing to try. What should I do now that I've got my legs on? Yeah. Oh yeah, it's definitely one of those ones you can just lose your week into. So, where has everyone gone exploring so far? How do I move this? Right click moves it. Dismantle crate. Looks like Lando's up there near where the oil and stuff is normally found. I haven't played Stationeers. I've played Factorio. I think I might have been given Stationeers at some point. Let me check. No, I don't own it, sorry. I played a lot of Space Engineer early on with one of my friends as well. But Space Engineers felt too much like a job. For me, Space Engineers was like, hey, this is now a thing that feels more like my day-to-day work than playing a video game. So, yeah, I played a bit and I was like, yeah, this is not really my thing. But Factorio, same, played a lot of that, played a lot of this. And much like Crafty, I'm a big fan of the survival crafting type games. Um, no. Kerbal Space Program? Yes, I had Kerbal Space Program from very early on when it was released. Um, I think it was like before there was other planets and stuff as well. There was just like the Earth, like the Kerbal Earth and the Moon, and they were the only two things you could get to. And we used to have competitions between my friends to see who could build the rocket that could leave orbit leave the Earth's orbit the fastest without breaking up, and just no limits on parts or anything. Like there was a bunch of really ridiculous designs to support what we were building, and sometimes because of the sheer amount of thrust, your rocket would just spin off on an angle, and yeah. Um, I should probably, excuse me, I should probably go back and check it out at some point because I had a lot of fun playing it. And I think 2 is out now, but I don't know if it's the same sort of thing. Yeah, the literally least efficiency possible. Let's just see how many rockets we can strap to something without it blowing up or breaking. Yeah, it's nearly your bedtime, Teagley. Teagley is very bad at going to bed at a reasonable hour. I am definitely not like that, but sometimes we have to tell her off and make sure she does actually go. The Kraken device, is that like a thing that they added in later on, or is that like a mod pack thing? Yeah, yawning is contagious though, so now I've infected everyone with the yawning. I realize because I've been talking as well, I've just done the crafty thing and kind of like run around in a circle. So, but I do see that crafty has gone live, and I am planning on raiding into her so I can actually focus on the. No, I never stay up till 6 a.m. Focus on the Satisfactory for a bit, but my intention is to sort of have some game streams that I will do, but I am not confident that I will ever be a variety game streamer. So for now, I just want to do the things that are fun, show you guys what I'm doing with OBS, and teach the streamers who I follow and stuff how that all works. And if people want to hang around or are interested or have other technical questions that we get sidetracked on, so be it. So KSP2 hasn't sounded as well received. Yeah, no, I didn't really see much. Like I saw a lot of hype about it early on, and then everyone seemed to just be like, it's fine. So, uh, yes, you did get an auto shout out, Teagley. That's something I'll put on the list as well to show you how to do auto shout outs. At the moment, the way that I'm doing them in StreamerBot is quite inefficient. Everyone individually gets an event that calls them out. But I think it would be better for me to read a file or something and actually add them all in there and be like, hey, this person gets this shout out, this person gets that one, which would save having to just duplicate them every time I want to make one for someone else. So anyway, I'm gonna call it there for tonight. Thank you everyone for hanging out with me, and chatting and telling me what you're seeing, what's going wrong. I really appreciate it, and I'm having a lot of fun so far. So I hope you guys had a good time too. I'm going to raid into Crafty because I will be helping out with some stuff in stream there as well. And I believe she's playing Nightingale and doing some giveaways tonight. So if you're interested, I know that she has a Nightingale key as well as some in-game items. So, oh, thanks for the raid, Techno. I actually have not set up. I've not set up anything to show the raids yet, so I guess I should put that on my list. Raid functions / raid alert. Did you just start streaming just to raid into me, or were you actually streaming? Because I'm pretty sure I saw above you said you don't stream. I appreciate that. Everyone, make sure to check out Techno's channel. They've only ever streamed once before, but I'm sure we'll see great content there in the future. You don't have to stream to raid. Huh. Oh, so as long as you have people in chat, you can just raid from there. Well, that's right, Technia. I've given you a follow, so if you do overstream, I'll get notified. Alright. Oh, good. Anyway, I am going to raid into Crafty. Oh, and I can show you guys my... where is it? My ending screen. Thank you very much again for everyone for hanging around. Got my 2s and my 4s mixed up. Anyway, have an excellent night, whether you stay on or not. Here is the fun ending screen that I have. I'm back for a second because it didn't actually let me finish the raid for some reason. It gave me the raid prompt, but didn't complete it. So let's see. I might have to just pop my own chat out. I just figured I'd tell you guys because it was just sitting there. Anyway, let's find the chat window. I'm so good with computers, guys. Stream manager. Stream layout. Let's add the chat back in here because I didn't have it in here. Oh, it worked. No, it just didn't let me. Right. Okay, well, for anyone that's still back on my one, I am finishing up now. Thank you very much.